There is something I want you to check. There is something I want you to check, and if you are keen, you've already known what I want you to look at. We are now watering. Planting day, planting day, planting day. And this is the first day of planting, and you are planting the green capsicum, the green sweet pepper, whatever name you use, the sweet pepper, but the green in color. It's open field planting. Remember we did the tunnels like I showed you. That's the procedure of doing the tunnels. And now we are in our planting hour. Behind us, you can see irrigation is taking place. I have a big jet. I have the rain itself. Irrigation is taking place, and that is how it's supposed to be done. After you've done the trenches like I showed you, at a spacing of, I did my trenches at a spacing of 50 centimeters. You can do them at 60 centimeters, no problem. You can do them at 80 centimeters, but don't do them with a spacing of more than 80 centimeters. Mine are at 50 centimeters. And now watering, that is a must, because you are bringing in a seedling to a new environment. That environment is supposed to be very cool, and that's why in the books we are usually told plant in the morning or in the evening, so that you can meet when the soil is cool for your planting. And because we cannot wait for the morning or in the evening, we do the watering. As you are seeing, we do the watering that is taking place on the lower side of my farm, and then we transplant, then we do the watering again. With me is Mkulima's measuring gadget, and like I've been telling you, we want to do an accurate thing. No missing. I've done 40 centimeters, a stick of 40 centimeters as a planting distance from one plant to the other. And now that will be our spacing. Remember, my spacing now will be 40 centimeters intercrop and 50 centimeters interrow, which was the tunnel. And this is how we do it. There is no shortcut. We do it the right way. We do it the right way. But if you find a way that you can do it better than me, that is what I want you to do. Be a good student. So, with me here, with me is the seed drill, and this will be my working pad. So with me is my seedlings. These are my seedlings. These are my seedlings, and like it has been my duty. I start by dropping my seedlings. I drop the seedlings that way. I guess that's the correct spacing, but I'm going to use the stick to make sure I get the correct spacing. I drop the seedlings. Drop the seedlings. Drop each and every seedling. Each and every seedlings count. So drop them that way. This is a real class. After the university, after the college, after getting your degree, you must come here to graduate. You are not a graduated farmer until you visit this class for your graduation. So, that's dropping my seedlings. Drop them. Drop each and every seedling. We've done with the dropping the seedlings, and now I want to take you through the main class, which is planting. And today, you hold your seedlings this way. Remember, this is what I'm using as my planting sticks, and also to measure the distance between one seedling to the other. So I'm starting from this corner and I plant my seedling. Please, there is something I want you to check. There is something I want you to check, and if you are keen, you've already known what I want you to look at. If you are very keen, you've already known. When I'm planting, see where I'm planting my seedlings? I'm planting them at the hedge. You see? I'm not planting them down here. This is only applicable to farmers who are doing furrow irrigation and some of us who are doing sprinkler irrigation. This is because when there is a process we call earthing up, that I'm going to show you after this show, where you heap the soil on the root of your crop. So when you do them here, it will be very hard for you to earth up. But from here, we are going to pick the soil on when we are weeding to earth up. And also during irrigation, the water will be full on this trench or on this furrow. That is for furrow irrigation. For sprinkler irrigation, it's raining everywhere, so all the seedlings will get the water. At the end of it, the root of this seedling will grow up to this area where there will be a lot of water. But in case of flooding, in case there is flooding in your farm, these seedlings cannot die because it's placed in a good location. So let's continue with the planting. So we measure 40 centimeters. Remember, we are doing 40 centimeters and we do the planting. Measure 40 and do the planting. 40. Another thing I want you to look at is I'm making a hole and placing the seedling. I'm not placing on the bottom of the seedling. Those are the lies that we were told back in school, that you need to place at the bottom of the seedling. Why do you place that? The seedlings need a soft place, somewhere it is going to do a very good root network. So why do you place on the bottom of the seedling? This is my class. If you decide to follow the books, follow them, but this is my class. If you find it helpful, do better than me. But if it's not helping you, you still have something to learn. Winning or losing, you have something to learn. So how we do the planting. You see how fast it is? I've even dropped excess seedlings. I've dropped excess seedlings. These ones will be planted on the other side. It's as simple as this. Very simple. Very, very, very simple. done with our first line. That's the beginning of our planting. We continue. We have so many lessons to learn. Let's continue and continue learning. When I told you that when visiting the farm you need to carry yourself, you need to carry with you the umbrella and the ngabu. This is what I meant. It's raining day in from the morning to the evening. It's raining, working under the rain. Planting is continuing, irrigating the lower part that we are going to transplant. Then I'm bringing irrigation to the upper part that I've already done the transplanting to prevent the planting shock. Remember the planting shock that I told you about, that I'm not using any product to prevent the planting shock. I use water. That's my natural or my organic cure for transplanting shock. So I continue planting, then I bring the irrigation system on the upper part. We are done with planting the first section, not the whole farm, the first section. I'm done with planting that first section. I know some of you are asking why I'm not using a fertilizer, or which is the best fertilizer. The best fertilizer to plant with is phosphorus fertilizer, but in my case I've not used any fertilizer. I'm going to apply fertilizers later in weekday times when I've seen all the seedlings are okay. That's when I'm going to apply the fertilizer. At the moment, they cannot be able to feed from this soil. So why do the fertilizer and do leaching? Yet they can maximize use of fertilizers in a week's daytime when I apply it. So that's when I'm going to. I told you I'm doing everything here my way. If you like what I'm doing, follow the notes, do better than me. So we go to the next step, which is applying irrigation to the upper part. So I want to change my irrigation gadget, which is the sprinkler that I'm running. It's raining. That is what I'm using here. So let me create rain. Then let me bring the rain cloud here, and this is how I do it. Now this rain cloud has to be taken care of. As so many things are here. We are not risking anything. This is a big machine. As you can see, it's a big machine. It's a rain gun. See, it's a rain gun just releasing bullet after bullet after bullet. So this is my system, a big one with a radius. This gun has a radius of 15 meters from one edge to the other, and the good thing is my farm demarcation is 15 meters. So I need just to put it in one corner, and everything is done as per the plan. So I need to make some few steps here. Let's see. One, two. I'm so full from this corner. Isn't that so violent? So we have to make sure it's tight. Yes, we have to make it so violent. So violent. We have to make sure it's very tight. Very tight. System is set. Let's now get the rains. Let there be the rains. Let the rain come. It's raining. It's raining. Nothing can stop that. We are now watering, and that now is the beginning of our farming. That's the beginning of our journey towards capsicum farming. After planting, we do the second watering, then the routine continues on and on. If it's your first time you're watching me, subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can continue learning together. Bye.